everyone. I hope everyone had a great week last week, and this is my 11th Talk to Me Tuesday. Don't have a whole lot this week, just have a few things. I did get finished with the wall hanging that I made for my sister and for my brother-in-law for a very belated Christmas gift. And I meant to take a picture of it when I gave it to her because I actually finished doing the binding on the plane. But I forgot, unfortunately. So I don't have a picture of that. But also on the flight coming back, I worked more on the gift I'm making for my grandma, for the little mirror. And this is what it's supposed to look like again for those of you who didn't see it last time or don't remember. And then this is how much I've done so far for the cross stitch. And then the only other item that I worked on was earlier today, I started working back on the Winnie the Pooh character bookmark for the kids that I'm making it for to go to charity. And it looks kind of weird the way it is right now, because I started working on his ears, but it looks weird because it's right on the top of his head. But eventually the other ear is going to be like right around here or so. So then it won't, or over here, something like that. So it won't look so weird right now. It looks weird. But yeah, so I haven't worked on this one for a very long time. But I just worked on part of his ears, Piglet's ears, earlier today. But I'll probably try to get this one done more, because I'm so far ahead on it, and this is actually a belated birthday gift, and then this one's for charity, so I don't have a time frame on this one. And then I had purchased this kit, this kind of cross stitch kit, and I thought it was pretty. And what I thought of perhaps doing, of making this, of course, for my sewing or quilting room, and then because of course I still have the pattern of seeing making it for the charity group, and then they can make it into a tote locker for the senior citizens. I have to ask them about the measurement though, because it ends up being a 5x7, and I'm not sure if that's within their requirements. I know I have to do it by a 9x9 block, but then they have a certain requirements for how big the design is. So, but again, here's this what it looks like. Let's see. Oh, and going back to Iowa for the weekend for one of my cousin's weddings, I also went and did a little bit of shopping in the area where most of my relatives are from. And one of my cousins has her own shop, and so I got this at her shop. And on the other side here, and then I have another little pendant for the necklace. That's one side, and then here's the other. But she had a whole bunch of these. They were $2.50 for $5. And then the necklace was separate. But and then I also got this old towel. I thought it was pretty. And no, it's not handmade. It's just, manufactured. But I thought it was cute. And she doesn't have a website or anything, unfortunately. And also in the same town, there is a very, very old country store that has been around, I don't know how many years. And it has a little bit of everything. It's got crafts, it's got kids stuff, it's got clothing, it's got prescription. I think you can still get prescriptions there. And it also has, yard work stuff that you can rent or you can buy. They have tillers and stuff like that. It was a very general store or country store the way they used to be. And actually, when I was there, because I had not been there for several years, they have actually really expanded their craft section, and they have a huge amount of selection now of quilt fabric. They had, most of it was 30% off, and then their clearance part was 60% off. And I really wanted to buy some, but I didn't have enough room because we just bought a carry-on bag since it was just for the weekend. And so I was really wanting to purchase them, but I didn't. And they don't have a website either, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would have bought a whole bunch as soon as I got home. But they had a whole bunch of cross stitch magazines, of course, of quilting magazines and stuff like that. And which made me think, usually when you go in a craft store, you don't really see a whole lot of cross stitch magazines a whole lot, but I came across this one, and this one I have seen, well, I had previously purchased several years ago, but then quit doing it. But this one, you really, at least where I am right now, you don't see this one in the stores. It's cross-country stitching. So if you like counted cross stitch and you like country themed things, this might be for you. There's this one. So they have, and they have a website that you can go online. And I don't remember what the name. Oh, crosscountrystitching.com. Yeah, simple enough. But then they had this cat teacup I thought was so cute. And they have that one. They actually have this one in the magazine, and then they were showing what were in other issues, past issues, because they have a crow one, and then the future issue they're gonna have snowman one. Or I guess this one is the past one. Oh, and then this little pumpkin one will be in October's. So if you like those type of things, yeah. So and I showed my mom a little bit about the counter cross stitch, because she had only seen the counter cross stitch with the linen, and I was telling her that I actually liked the way the counter cross stitch looks a lot better on the regular cross stitch fabric and not on the linen fabric, because the linen fabric, it usually just looks like regular X's, and whereas it's on the regular fabric, counter cross stitch fabric, it kind of all blends together and it's just not a whole bunch of X's. But she really liked this pattern right here, and then they have it also in like a contemporary theme. But yeah, so it's a countryish type of feel, primitive folk type of feel to it. So and then they had a few other ones, but I like this one the best. And also in the store they had the Country Register. And I was thinking it was only for the county, but it's actually for the whole state of Iowa. And what this is throughout the whole state, they will have, they will list stores that have crafts and just like general stores, and they'll also have, every now and then they will list like an antique mall, or list a festival that they're having. And this is actually, so this is the store that I was telling you about, Robinson. And let's see here, what else do I have? Oh, they are also in Canada, and they're in, I think, most of the states, and at least for the Virginia one, they had it where you could see this for free online, or if you wanted to actually mail to your house, you had to pay money. I'm not quite sure how they do it in some of the other states, but I know in Iowa they have this sometimes at shops for free, but it appears that in Virginia that they just had country register at the tourist locations. But yeah, so it has a few interesting things. It's got some recipes, and it tells you when some festivals are going to take place, or shops. Every now and then they will also have like lists, a general store or antique store. But yeah, so if you're interested in this type of thing, you may want to check it out online. They also have a little section, I guess, outside of the state, and they had this Mill Creek retreat in Wisconsin. That looked nice. Love to stay at a retreat. So this is for quilters, rug hookers, and crafters of all types. So I hope everyone had a great week last week, and I hope you have a great week this week. Take care.